Well, good morning, everyone. It's Monday morning, actually late morning. I just finished grading all the work from last week, and I want to thank you for getting things in on time and for a really good job. I will say, I read through your annotated bibliographies, looked at the books. I didn't evaluate the books per se, but I did look at them in terms of how you were choosing books related to your topic and probably ask some probing questions if I had some on your topic. This week, you're going to be doing an outline, and so you're going to go over your annotated bib a little bit more and put an outline together. One student asked if I had a model for that outline. Not really. Do one that's comfortable with you. I've used the standard outlines with numbers and letters in a form, and actually Microsoft Word has a really good function to put those together. I've also used personally things called graphic organizers, which are helpful if you want to be a little more creative. Allows you to connect bubbles and dots and to put an organizer that way. If you just Google graphic organizer, you'll actually see numerous examples of that. So you might want to try that if you are not the more linear outline type person. But I'd really like you to think about the focus, and a couple of you did this a little bit more than others, of who's your target audience and what are you going to try to accomplish with this target audience. Some of you were very specific and said, my audience is this, and here's the people. Others were really broad, and that's okay. You're still at the concept phase of this. But as you put your outline together, one of the things I'm going to be looking for, and maybe even a sentence or two at the beginning, would be to focus on who's the target audience. If you're going to coach, if you're going to do some training, it's the customer. So focus on who is the customer and what is the customer going to get out of this presentation. Second, I want to remind you that we are not meeting online with me this week, but you do have a very important session with Dr. Townsend, November 7th. That's Wednesday. I won't probably be part of that. I may watch, but I won't be part of it. So it's his lesson. And I'm going to encourage you to make sure you're there, you're on time, everything's working right, so you can hear Dr. Townsend's very important presentation this week. Reviewing the homework, again, I like what I'm seeing. I try to make comments in some areas. I don't make tons all the time. I will jump in this week as I did last week, probably towards the end of the week, on some of your reflective essay or your reflective posts, just to kind of focus or to ask a question, or maybe you've gotten my interest up and I'm just going to make a comment there. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to respond to me, but if you choose to, you can. But regarding responses, please feel free. Some of you have commented in your papers or in your work that you're not real sure on something. Please, by all means, shoot me an email, respond to a post. I'll be happy to get back to you, and I will be checking those every day this week just to see how things are going. We're nearing the midpoint of this course, and there is a mid-course evaluation that is optional. You get a few extra points for it. Most of you aren't needing points, but I do appreciate that. It gives me some good feedback as to how the course is going, where I can improve, and how I can work on things. You might notice in grading, I have never had the conversation. I never do have the conversation with other profs as to how they grade. That's their business. I'm kind of in graduate work, a pass-fail person. So if you turned it in and you're feeling pretty good about it, and I'm feeling that you've done the response, you'll probably get full credit. If you lose a few points, it's probably because there might have been something missing, or because I wasn't clear exactly the direction you were taking. But in graduate work, you kind of do good work, and I will say so far I'm very pleased with the level of writing of this class and the type of response you have. I think they're very helpful. It was really helpful for me to watch your coaching sessions. It gave me lots of insights into you as the kind of concerns you're having and what you're being coached about. But I will say that after only, I think for most of you, 3-4 classes, I'm really pleased with the kind of questions and the kind of coaching skills that you're being demonstrated in these classes. So I really feel good about that, and I think you should too. Some other things this week, you're going to do another online phone call with coaching. Don't send me a video this week, but you're doing some coaching and you're talking about the chapter 4 of the Tony Hsieh book. So get together, do your phone calls, send me the reflective kind of discussion posts on that. You're going to, in learning activity 3, drivers of performance, There's some nice videos there. I think you're going to especially like the Daniel Pink video from his book Drive. Daniel Pink's a good author and can be really useful when we take a look at organizations and the culture and how they work. I think that pretty much covers it this week. We'll be doing an online session next week. I'm still working on. I'll probably give you something to work on. I'll tell you what I'm working on is a case study, and once I get this kind of nailed down exactly how I want to use it, I'll probably be sending it to you and ask you to take a look at that case study next week as we do our online session. I wish you the very best this week. God's blessings. I hope all's going well. If you have concerns, questions, or problems, please let me know during the week. And with that, I'll close out this weekly welcome and hope that your week is blessed. Thank you.